Hello everyone. Today is blog 16, and that's every day doing at least one blog. Now, today's blog, I'm going to talk about the fact that I spent the day where I woke up and I was not feeling well at like 5:30 in the morning. I think it was just my IBS and the fact that I didn't eat, but I'm trying to take it easy with my eating and stuff too. Because I don't want to be sick. I'm going to avoid my anyone that I can get sick in case I get them sick. But I feel fine now. But then my OT came over to try and take the toilet seat off. That didn't work. So I had to call maintenance, and someone's gonna come over, hopefully sometime soon, and take and remove the toilet seat so that I can put on my safety items. Then I talked to my mom and sister. Well, let me back up a little. Then while my OT was still here, I called. Pardon me. Got a bit of a dry throat. I called my OT, not my OT, I called special supports while my OT was still here to find out where the status of my hospital bed is that was put in on the 16th. That didn't turn out, which really upsets me because they're going to call me any day now to come and get the hospital bed. Thank goodness I still have my bed that I can use until the hospital bed goes through. Thank goodness my OT told me to keep it until the other bed. That way I'm not left without a bed. But anyhow, then I go and I call my mom because at that point they said they didn't get the information for the hospital bed. And then they were talking about packages, and my OT had no idea about packages, so she's working on that. And then after that, I mark down the fax number and everything, and I'm gonna fax it to special supports myself. That way, I know that it goes, and I'm gonna be on my OT until she gets me that proper information. And then I will send it in, and hopefully I'll be able to show you my hospital bed when it's my permanent hospital bed. I don't want to necessarily do a video with this hospital bed until I know that the hospital bed is going to be kept for me, like it's my permanent one. But yeah, so that is pretty much like almost like starting from scratch. I have some of the information, but I need my OT to give me more, like the package and make the thing that has my weight on it. Da 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 da. As well as I need the quote that I already have. So hopefully this happens soon, because the hospital bed's really been helping, and I'm gonna have to go back to a regular bed for a while. Then I did contact my mom, like I was going and then back and forth a little bit, sorry. And her and my sister were going over to Jackson Square. Tuesdays are cheap day for the theaters. Now, I knew Sandra, my sister, was going to go see Jumanji. The new Jumanji movie. Now, my mom had not decided whether she was going to go or not. So I went out and met up with them because I figured, just in case, because I haven't been feeling that great, I was gonna get my mom to give me a couple things of soup that she had, and she did. So I sat with them, and then Sandra went up to, because you have to go upstairs to the theater, and I came back. I went me and my mom went up with her, and then we came back down. Me and my mom, because my sister stayed, 'cause she was going to go see the 4:30 showing of Jumanji. In Jackson Square's theater, they have reclining seats, which is really cool. And then my mom asked if I really wanted to go because I'm not getting my money till tomorrow. And I said yes. So she lent me the money until tomorrow, and I went up and scared my sister, and ended up sitting beside her, and we watched the movie. She shared her popcorn and her Reese's peanut butter chocolates, which was awesome. And then we watched the Jumanji movie together, and it was awesome. It was really, really awesome. I don't want to say much about the actual movie because I want people to watch it and I don't want to spoil it for people. But from beginning to middle to end, it was really good and it had a good learning tool things I felt like of how things were in the beginning and what the four main characters learned during the movie and what happened at the end. Now, I also loved that they had the jock, the nerd, the male jock and nerd. Then they had the female, the one that like all about herself and doing the selfies and all that stuff. And then they had the other girl that didn't want to do um gym class. That's the only thing I will give away, and that was in the beginning. And she was a brain, kind of like a female nerd. She was smart and gonna go to Princeton and that, which is awesome. And then you have, and then you have, like I said, a male big guy that's the jock. He plays football and whatnot. Then you have the nerd. Now, we know The Rock's in that movie. That much, I'm not giving away anything. I love the the character that The Rock portrayed, as well as the actual character before going into Jumanji and after coming out of Jumanji. That I will say is awesome. And I loved the life, like I said, the life lessons throughout it. And I think the maturing and growing up of each of the four teenagers that were the main characters and the plot lines, it was excellent. It was just as good, if not better, than the first Jumanji. And I love how they wrapped it up, but I'm not going to say much about that because I don't want to give it away again in case people haven't seen it. I want this to be safe, not spoilered. Now, there was a point where sometimes people like hold their sides of their seats. Well, I was holding the side of the inside of the seat, and that's where the button was. That if you push the outside part of the button like towards the front of the seat when you would get out, it moves it down up. If you press the inside, or no, moves it down. If you press the inside towards the back of the chair, it moves it up. Now, at a tense part of the movie, I touched it and I didn't even realize I had touched it because my sister put the chair up for me because I'm visually impaired and I didn't know where it was. And she found it and she put it up for me. And all of a sudden, my chair is going down and the reclining chair, and I'm going, what the? And I kind of like, and my sister looked at me and laughed and then puts her popcorn towards me again, like, here, have some popcorn. And the first time my sister and I ever went to see a movie at that theater, at the Jackson Square Theater, The popcorn was disgusting. It was really, 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 really salty. It was horrible. This time the popcorn was buttery because she put a lot of butter, but like my sister got the butter in it, but it was good. And we really enjoyed the movie. My mom wished she had come up and joined us, but I'd be happy to go watch it again if it's still in theaters, or even like if it's still in theaters next Tuesday. I'd love to see if my mom and sister want to go again. I wouldn't mind. Well, maybe not next Tuesday. Well, maybe not next Tuesday because um I wouldn't have my next week's money quite yet. But it was just awesome. And then after that, me and my sister came down. My mom was already down at the bottom waiting for us. And we talked and went to the library for a little while. There was some people that I don't know who they were because I wasn't there, but I go because I have a Victor reader, which is a Daisy reader. It reads Daisy books because of my visual impairment. It's hard for me to read print sometimes. So I go and I'm going down the back aisle to look, and there was, I swear, there was like two or three bags of garbage from Taco Bell and KFC on the table, as well as there was two Taco Bell bags on the floor. There was some of those KFC red wrapped cookies that weren't even opened, but I wasn't touching them. I took a picture because I'm going to report it, like make a complaint, a written complaint to the library, because they don't listen to the staff, I'm told, very well, but they'll probably listen to customers, clients, what have you. And I took and picked it up after the picture and I threw it out. And there was one pop cup. And that's disgusting. One, you shouldn't be eating or drinking, except for water, a little bit of water, in the library. You shouldn't be doing it near the books or near the DVDs and CDs or computers. And if you're going to, especially if you clean it up into the bags and you haven't made a huge mess, put it in the garbage. There's lots of them there. And then someone else had dropped or thrown a piece of a strawberry, as well as there's Kleenex and stuff. And it's like, people, come on, seriously. You're going to wreck the use of having the use of this for everyone. And no one is your caretaker. You go in, you take your garbage, you put it in the garbage. If it's not garbage, you take it with you or you take care of it. Don't leave it laying around because that is disastrous and it's piggish and it's disrespectful. Clean up after yourself. It's one of my pet peeves. Clean up after yourself. It's a public place that you share with everybody else. So treat it with respect and clean up after yourself. Then after that, my mom, my sister, and I headed to go to the bus to go home. To go, like for me to go home, take one bus because I live on the mountain. They live down the mountain, so they live near Gage Park, and I live up on the mountain. So we went where their bus stop was here and mine was just over here. Well, theirs was here and mine was just over here. And they got on their bus. Well, when we were on our way, we went through McNabb Terminal to get to the bus stops. And there was a few new Pokemon because we all three play Pokemon Go. And we caught them. I caught a couple, some new ones for someone else. And we did our Pokestops and what have you. And then they got on their bus. I waited for mine, found a new Pokemon. So I went through all our accounts, called them, told them to get off their Pokemon for a bit. They did. The one on my mom's ran away. unfortunately. And then and then my bus came. My fingers were completely frozen and numb. I was afraid I had frostbite. But once I got in the bus and that they warmed up pretty quickly, which is really good. So I got home. Well, I had scratched a ticket at Jackson Square and I thought I didn't win, but I won seven. But really, I won four because I had paid three for my ticket. So then I bought another ticket, which I lost on. So I'm up $1 because I still got my $3 because I got the $4 that I kept. So I've got $3 plus $1, so I've got four now. I don't think I'm gonna buy another ticket. I doubt it. And then I came home. I watched a bunch of stuff, videos from This Is How We Bingham. A few of them had the Gardner Quad Squad in them. I love them. I've been really enjoying watching the Moffat family thanks to This Is How We Bingham telling me about them. And realized that it was getting late, so I wanted to make sure that I got this blog done and uploaded for you all so that you had your daily blog, and as well as we're updated on how my day went. It was quite eventful, and I'll let you know tomorrow. Maybe if when it's not so cold, vicious cold, I'll do some blogs where I'm not in my home. But right now it's so bitter cold here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, that if I'm holding the camera and I'm doing even a 10-minute blog, I'm gonna get chance getting frostbitten. So maybe if I use one of my little pen thing that I don't have to use my hands and I can keep them in my gloves, maybe I can. But I still have to worry about my face and that. And then my power chair battery dies. Batteries die pretty quickly when it's cold. So I have to be careful of that too. I'll see if I can do some videos elsewhere. I'm also nervous because I don't want to necessarily put other people on unless they give permission. So we'll see. Anyone else, to wrap this up, anyone have any ideas on video editing software, that programs that are easy to understand? I'd love it. The one I have currently, I'm gonna look for another one because no matter what I do, I can make videos on it and stuff, but I can't figure out how to make them, like edit them very much, or put them on, like make them so that the video that I save once I've edited it at all, that I can put it up on YouTube. So I'm learning. Please comment below and let me know any suggestions. I'm Eternal Skylar on Instagram. I am Skylar Jimmy Thomas on Facebook. I will look into, and I can't remember what my name is. I think it's Eternal Skylar again on Twitter. My Twitter and my Facebook are linked on here on my YouTube, and I'm gonna see if I can link my Instagram on here for you so that you have the ability to see my go and click and follow on them too. Well, peace and take care if you live in Ontario and in Canada and you're in one of the cold parts, even Alaska or different places. Keep yourself warm. If you're in a warmer place, keep yourself cool and hydrated. Peace and much love. Bye for now.